I mean, typically I would drive around at noon with a bit of a safety concern before. It's not a place I would enter before. So just going there first time around, and the learning process facilitator was Meredy, and she was like a 60-year-old lady, and she took me in there. Okay, it's pretty gutsy, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, it was for me out of my comfort zone, and it was a learning experience. And the day I arrived there, I think they had a funeral for a learner. That was already trauma to see, here's the school, that's what the principal's got to deal with. And within the first month or so afterwards, they were moved out of their building into temporary premises. So I think as our relationship started, one of my early frustrations that I often reflect on, I was trying to communicate with him and mail him, and I was getting no response. I was getting irritable because we want to do things and things must happen, and when we send mails, I expect a response. And I went there to pay a visit again. I figured out that, okay, they've got one dongle to receive mails on. It's got to get printed in one office. Then the print's got to get carried to his office, but there's a budget, so you don't want to spend money on ink and the mail. So it's a different environment to where I live in. It, if we don't have connectivity, everybody shouts, and the IT department's got to jump because telecom lines are down. So there was a huge slowdown for me to say, okay, whoa, things look very differently here. And to firstly daunted by all the things he's got to do, from security to HR to cable theft to feeding things to parents that aren't involved to crime. And there was a huge learning curve for me to get to reality of what's really going on in the job of a township school, the principal, his management team, the teachers. So yeah, that was the early days. Even though we all know that we're not experts at education, and that we're not trying to pitch in that regard, we're just trying to show up, see where we can help. So we've had a good relationship in that way. He's keen, but I think it's a daunting space. And yeah, take my hat off for what he has to do. I'd probably be overwhelmed if I have to drive home every night with that pressure on me.